Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to add some information that I neglected to have on my first video. Anyhow, I think it's important to say that if you didn't watch the previous video on Sanja Gupta and Tim Pool, then you would have to go back and watch that in order for any of this to make any sense. But anyhow, so getting back to Joe Rogan again. You can see that he had a bit of an awakening recently, even though he knows a lot of right people. But you can tell that he has an awakening because of his excitement. He's excited to help the people around him. In fact, just recently he helped Dana White, and Dana White put out a few videos. And keep in mind, what Joe has done is he's helped Dana White, he's helped, I believe, Aaron Rodgers, Ari Schaefer, a lot of people. And not only does he give them advice or tell them what they should be doing, but he actually sends his own team, and he pays for all this. Not that it really matters. I mean, that kind of money is nothing to Joe. But the fact is, he's excited. He's excited because he knows something other people don't know, and he wants to help them. This all works the same way. I have information that I'm excited to tell other people. But here's what's going to happen with Joe if you really pay attention to this. There'll be a coordinated attack against him from the mainstream media because they can't have that kind of truth getting out. It's bad for business. Works the same way in the hair transplant industry. I've had groups of people, posters. Now these are all made up people. People in the industry, this is what they do. They spend all their day on these forums or in this business, and they're trying to get rid of people that can offer you any kind of truth. And they might have a dozen different screen names, and there'll be a coordinated attack. Okay, this is all in conjunction with these platforms. These platforms know how all this works, so this is all a coordinated effort. Does everybody do this? No. But it happens more than you can imagine. And if you pay attention long enough, you'll be able to pick up on their game. This is why the majority of these people that work in the hair transplant industry, especially the ones for decades, they're scammers. Straight up scammers. And if you're not aware of it, you're going to fall into that trap. Because like I said in my previous video, you're getting one narrative of how this whole thing works about hair transplants. You're going to go in there, boom, boom, boom. They're gonna move some hair around. It's not that simple. There are a lot of things to consider. Hair color, caliber, the amount of hair you have to be able to move around. You know, if it was that simple, people that are bald would have hair, but they don't. And all you have to do is look at all the bald hair transplant doctors. They know how this whole thing works. Anyhow, another thing to keep in mind is these people that work in this industry, not all of them, but a good majority of them, I would describe them as like Soy Boys. The reason I say that is if you look at them, they're not real men. And I can say that because a real man would never do what they do. They're trying to lure in young men, young boys, to have a hair transplant while not giving them all the information and knowing that long term, that young person, they'll be screwed. But they don't care. A real man with a set of balls, they would never do that. I would never do that. But these people, that's a special group. They paste that smile, they talk that talk, and they lure the people in. So stay aware of all this. Watch what happens to Joe Rogan. There'll be, I believe, a coordinated attack because now he's starting to gain some ground here as more and more people start to awaken that, hey, Joe knows more than most of these other people. That's how the game works. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.